11 minutes to 3 o'clock now in our sports news. The country's Olympic and Paralympic athletes are being honored today on a parade this afternoon for the medal winners, starting from the Union Buildings in Pretoria, Botswana. Will culminate with an award ceremony in Boksburg in Ekurhuleni this evening. Star swimmer Tatiana Schoonmaker and surfer Bianca Breitenbach brought home gold and 2 silvers. Our reporter Shoni Mthimkhulu has been with the athletes on the bus, on the parade, joining us now live from the bus. Shoni, good afternoon. I understand you've got the Paralympics team athletics coach with you at this hour on the bus.
Yeah, good afternoon, Radan. So we've just passed, just to give you an update of where we are, we've just passed Church Square. We had gone to the HPC where we saw Percival Young with his crossing earlier with Tatiana Schoonmaker, and we're continuing along our journey just around Gauteng in Pretoria, and we're going to head into Johannesburg as well. This Olympic and Paralympic bus parade, just to say a little congratulations to the Paralympians and the Olympians for their 10 medals that they did bring back from the Tokyo Games. And as you said, I have with me Suzanne Ferreira, who is a coach of the Paralympic team especially. I know you do coaching in general, but you've been to Athens, you've been to, where else have you been? You've been to 5 Olympic Games, right? Just tell us why Paralympic Games are so important to you. What is it about them that you keep coming back?
The importance of the Paralympic Games is really so beautiful. How human potential comes alive, and to see how they actually really express themselves. Because sometimes people believe that they're not capable of really performing that performance, and to see that potential comes alive is really, really beautiful. And that, I hope, inspires people to really do whatever they have to do the best that they can do with that.
I've just remembered, you've been to Athens, Beijing, London, Rio, and now you've just come back from Tokyo, right? Are there any games that have stood out for you in particular?
It's so difficult to explain because everyone has such a different, unique way to it. So yeah, it's a hard question to answer. So maybe if I could just go to Tokyo for what it was now, and for Tokyo to actually present the games in the circumstances and give these athletes this moment of joy, a moment of expression, was really special for me and humbling, and it makes you so grateful for what they've done to put it up. So every Games is beautiful, but for me, for Tokyo now, that is what really stood out.
Yeah, we're standing next to Andrene, but tell us a bit more about Tokyo especially. Of course, as you mentioned, COVID was a big factor, the Games were postponed. Just getting people prepared under those circumstances, how difficult was it to kind of get everything in place for the Games this year?
So I think we forget about how hard 2020 really was, and how Andrene ran up and down the stairs in the house when everybody was in a lockdown, or get friends to give her a treadmill, and that hard part really made it, for me as a coach, really special to witness any performance at a game, because you know what 2020 was, and how they needed to overcome so many challenges, and deep inside of them to get the motivation to keep on running and training within that circumstances, and then the stress about COVID, the stress, am I going to get it, how am I going to be if I get it, how do you perform, or how do you train after that, and then that your games can still end the morning before your race because you do a COVID test, and that anxiety is something that I've never experienced before in any games, which make these games really unique, but I think it's given them so much skills for their life, because they need to negotiate anxiety and distress and make decisions and hard decisions, and even to stay away from family before they went. And I think that is one of the hardest parts when we were in Tokyo, that the family couldn't be there. And during COVID and during the whole preparation, I think the people that we really need to celebrate is their families, because they supported them, they encouraged them, they gave them food, they looked after them in the houses. So their families is really special for me, and I think if today can actually be a celebration and say thank you to the families, the smaller, the bigger, and then the family of South Africa for being there. We miss that. We miss the people that's there, and I think that was the biggest longing for us, is to share that there. carried these athletes. I think the close knit around them really, really did an excellent job.
And then just briefly, lastly, how then important is this that's happening today, this acknowledgement that all the athletes are getting?
Yeah, I think it's two ways that we hold. We celebrate the moment, but I think the moment and also to acknowledge the people of South Africa, and I don't know, in one way encourage, in one way say, but we are South Africans, we are proud to be South Africans, and we hold that. So the importance is the energy that goes with it and what happens after this. So this moment is one stimulus, but what is coming after that, and I think that is not meaning like in the celebration of another bus tour, but we as a country and how we keep on being positive and moving forward. I think that's nice.
Okay, lovely. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Bradan, that was coach Suzanne Ferreira, who just came back from her 5th Paralympic Games. She is with Andre Neves, who won gold at the Tokyo Paralympic Games. And she is just talking about, besides today and beyond today, there is also a future to think about. So we are looking forward to that. There is Paris 2024 coming up. So we'll see what other athletes can we produce from Stellenbosch.
Okay, Shoni, thank you very much. Also, there competing with the noise of the crowd and the singing and the sirens they're blaring. And apologies, now and again we're losing the connection, but it held until the end. Congratulations and welcome back to all those Olympians and Paralympians who are being given a victory parade right now.